I'm Josh.
Hi, I'm Miranda.
And I'm Hannah.
Welcome to Vow Talk.
Welcome to the Vow Talk podcast. Today, it is all about content creation. I have my co-host Hannah here. Hannah, how did you get into content creation?
Basically, I have had a YouTube channel ever since I was young. I don't even remember what age. And me and my friends would film videos. We would do like Bean Boozled challenge. I would do makeup tutorials.
Can I go on there right now and find
No, they're
videos of you?
private.
Oh,
They're private. Yeah. But I filmed that forever. I had a tripod, a camera, everything, and it was always so fun. Like it was just something me and my friends did. And I actually would get bullied for it.
Bullied? Oh my God.
In middle school, I would, there was like a few boys that actually put my videos on the, what is it? What's it called? Like the projector, like the smart board.
Really? At school?
Yeah. They would put them up there and basically laugh and make fun of me. And that was I stopped pretty much doing it after that. I felt embarrassed by it. And then once I was getting into high school, I was like, okay, I don't need to be doing this.
Yeah.
It was kind of only cool if you had 1 million subscribers. If you didn't, then it was you're lame. So I stopped doing that, but I still would always film videos on my phone, for Musical.ly or Vine or whatever was popular at the time.
Oh, I remember Vine.
Yeah. And so I still have one of my close friends now, she still does, or she was doing YouTube videos with me back then. She stopped and then she started again in college, once we were away from everybody.
Okay.
But I never picked up the YouTube, but I always liked filming and editing and all of that stuff. And but I never thought I would do anything with it. And then when I originally went to college, I went for criminal justice because I was
Really? So nothing to do with marketing or advertising?
No, I literally just thought that because I like true crime stuff, that I was maybe I would like that. I don't know. I was just throwing it out there because I was I have no idea what I want to do. And I did one semester of that and I was I'm not doing this. And I was working at Ulta Beauty at the time.
Oh, yeah.
And I was doing kind of some marketing stuff with them. I would, I don't know, put up the planograms and put up the displays, and I was always interested in how they were marketing different products and stuff. And I was maybe I could get into that. It's more girly. So I did marketing and communications. And then I always just thought I was going to do a regular marketing job at an agency or something like that. And then my senior year of college, I was maybe I should just reach out to local businesses and see if they need help. I could always just do that on the side.
So you started before you even graduated?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. That's cool.
I started just reaching out to people. I'm a really big foodie. So I was I'm just going to reach out to restaurants. Even if they're not going to pay me in money, I would take money, or I would take payment in food. So I was I'll if you give me free food, I'll make a video for you.
Yeah.
And just trying to make connections. And I didn't think that was an actual job. I just thought it was going to be something fun I was going to do. And then I had this girl that I met that was kind of my mentor back then, and she was doing it full time. So I was wait, I could actually do this full time. So I got a few clients at first, and I still was doing, I had a marketing job at a construction company, doing drone footage and things like that.
How'd you get into that?
I harassed them for 2 years, and then they finally gave me a job, and I loved it there. It was just very chill. And I would do some admin stuff for them.
Okay.
Some drone stuff, some marketing stuff. And that was kind of full time. And I was still going to school full time. And I was doing the social media stuff on the side.
Did they require you to have a degree, or they just wanted to know that you could do create the content?
Yeah. Basically, I had to harass them to be I can do this. You just have to trust me. I don't have my degree yet.
Okay.
But I was just trying to get out of Ulta. So I was let me do this. And I was starting to realize that no place was going to hire you unless you had experience. So I was I need to get experience, doing something within marketing or anything like that. And I was doing their social media pages too. So it was just nice that they just took a chance and let me do that. And then once I got out of college, I quit the construction company and I was just doing social media full time. And I got a lot of my clients by I don't want to say harassing them again, but like I messaged every single business in Rochester, every restaurant, anything, who was like, if you need social media, like just like making myself known, like putting my name out there, like just making connections. And I got enough clients to where like I was able to support myself. And then it just kind of like grew over the years. And then,
So like, how did that work when you were still going to college? Like you still had classes and stuff.
Yeah.
Like how did you navigate that as far as your schedule?
Well, I didn't go full time with social media until I was out of college.
Okay.
But while I was in college, it was hard, but I did a lot of like remote, like online stuff. So I was trying to kind of balance all of it at once.
Yeah. So that's great. Like you started gaining traction with, these local businesses. So how did that transition from business to weddings happen?
So I was seeing wedding content creation happening on TikTok and things like that, but it was mainly for influencers getting married and needed, real-time posting and things like that. So I was like, I would love to get into that, but I don't think anybody in Rochester would need a content creator.
Okay.
And so I kind of like just always wanted to do it, but I was like, I don't know how I would really start. And then I always posted my work of like what I was doing with my social media clients on my normal page, like just for me. And one of the bride that we worked on the wedding together reached out to me from one of like the times I just posted and was like, would you do wedding content creation for my wedding? And I was like, yes, like I would love to. I just have never done it before. So I was like, I have no idea what to price her. I have no idea like what to even do. And I think I literally asked her like, what do you want to pay me or something?
Yeah,
like,
it's your first time. Why not?
Yeah. And she was like, I think this is good. And I'm like, all right. And then I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so exciting. Like, but I'm like, okay, now I need to do another wedding. I need to do a wedding before I do hers. Cause like, I have no idea what I'm doing. And it was about like a little over a year from when she had reached out when her wedding was. So I was like, I have a lot of time. Like I can at least do one wedding before hers. Little did I know I was going to do like 100 before hers.
Yeah.
But I made a page for my weddings. And then similar to my social media, I reached out to pretty much every wedding vendor in Rochester.
Yeah.
Not like expecting anything, but just like making a connection and like not seeing or just seeing where it was going to go. And then Taylor from TPI Photography let me come along with him on a wedding. And I filmed that one for free. And once I posted that, it kind of just like blew up in the area because there wasn't any really wedding content creators in the area. And I was like, okay, there is a market for it here. And it's not just for influencers. Like it is for everybody. And that's what I had always thought like it could be. But I was like, I don't know if couples would see it like that. And they definitely did. And that's how it started.
Yeah, that's cool. And I kind of got a similar start in regards to, I'm pretty sure the first wedding I shot was like for free or like really like low budget just to try to get my foot in the door.
Yeah.
And I've done other things for free, you know? But it's like, there's a lot of people out there that, they kind of frown upon it. But hey, if it's going to get your foot in the door and get you going,
yeah,
like, I think it's a good place to start.
Yeah. And I had no idea how to price myself compared to, it's very different than like what I price like clients who I'm like doing monthly social media packages for, because it's like only a day's work. So at first I was like I can't charge any more than like 300 because it's like,
oh, wow.
Like that's just what I thought. Like I was like 300 in a day or like 500 in a day. Like that's a lot. And then like I went to my first wedding and I'm like, oh no, like there's so much that goes into this. It's not just like them paying for you to be there for that many hours,
So you shot over 100 weddings in a really short time, which is fucking awesome, right? So how did shooting that first wedding feel compared to shooting a wedding now?
I would say going into the first wedding, I'm just naturally a very anxious person. And I was like, I have no idea what to expect.
Yeah.
Like, and I had only ever gone to like 2 weddings myself. Like, it's not like I had gone to really a bunch. So I was like, I only really know what those were like, but also like you're there for half the day. You're not there for the whole day. And so I was just nervous, but Taylor, like I said, is amazing. And like, he made me feel really comfortable and just like kind of like just eased me through the whole day and like just made it very natural. There was like some other really nice vendors there. And I feel like now when I go into a wedding day, I don't really feel nervous at all. Like,
good.
Maybe, I don't know if it's nerves, but like if I'm like meeting new people, like I'm just like, I don't know, you don't really know what you're going to expect. But, now when I go into the day, like I know what shots I want to get. I know how I want to capture the day. I know how I want to, like be around the couple. And, I think it was just like a learning curve of like all the weddings that I've done and like also getting couples feedback. Like I love when brides say that they feel like I'm an additional bridesmaid or like I was like their best friend during the day or something like that is what I came to find out that I love about weddings is like really connecting with the couple and also hearing their feedback on like the edited videos and things like that is helpful in how I move forward with weddings.
Yeah. So for me, I don't know if I want to call it like a ritual, but I have things that I do before every wedding day, right? I'm going to have 2 cups of coffee before I leave, guaranteed. But also on the car ride, I'm blasting like metal music. Like I'm fucking getting pumped. Like I'm just like ready. Like I'm ready, roaring to go. And I get there, I'm like the nicest like person. Like I just wasn't in the car where like, the band is just screaming like crazy.
Yeah.
What would you say is your wedding morning or wedding day ritual?
Oh gosh, that's actually a really good question. On a wedding day, I'm always like doing other stuff. Like I post for a lot of my social media clients on the weekends. So I'm like trying to like get that done in the morning. I just feel like I always have like a million things I need to do, which I wish it would just be more like chill. Like, okay, I have a wedding today. Like I'm going to get ready for the wedding peacefully, but I'm always just like scrambling, like taking a shower, like doing this, doing that, posting for this client. Like I always have a coffee at home and then I get Starbucks or like a coffee on the way. Cause I like to like sip through one, like when I'm there.
Yeah.
And on the way, I would say I'm probably listening to like Chris Brown. It's mostly always Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Very loudly, probably any like rap music is probably being played. And then compared to like on the way home, it's usually like silent.
Oh my gosh. No, seriously.
My ears are ringing.
I'm the same exact way. I've always wanted to do like a social media video where it's just like me, going crazy with music on the way there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
'Cause on the way back, I don't even put the radio on. I'm just like slouched back in my chair, like half asleep.
Yeah.
Like, no music on whatsoever. Ears hurt.
Overstimulated, like just ready to go to bed. That's like a lot of people, like, I don't know, I'll like be talking to people on the way there. They'll like my parents will be like, oh, like, what are you doing after the wedding? I'm like, after the wedding? Like going to sleep. There's no after the wedding. Like there's getting home, taking a shower and going to sleep. Like, that's
for sure. With content creation absolutely blowing up right now, why do you think it's increasing so much in popularity?
I think I have like 2 answers for this. Maybe like for couples, why it's increasing, and also why are there so many people becoming wedding content creators? I'll start with that one first. Okay. I feel like I don't want to say it's easier to become a wedding content creator than I think other wedding vendors, but I do kind of think that because there is so much that goes into perfecting being a wedding photographer, as you know, and I feel like it takes a long time to like actually be able to like shoot a full wedding as like the primary main photographer, And same thing with videography is a very complex thing to learn, and it's just crazy. And also it's very expensive. Like real cameras cost a lot of money. And I feel like the transition of there is a lot of people that just want to naturally just be content creators nowadays, like just film their daily lives, like day in my life vlogs or whatever. Yeah, and it's true. Like they are learning, different ways to film on their phone, filming themselves. And they're like, oh, like I can go into a wedding and film a wedding day, you know? And it's like they probably do have an iPhone that they can use. It's very like minimal equipment to start off with. And it's like you really just need your phone and knowing like the eye of like having like the eye to capture a video. And so I feel like it's kind of an easier thing to get into in the industry. So that is why I feel like it's increasing in popularity of being like, oh, I can be a wedding content creator. And in terms of like the appeal to couples, I feel like there has been for so long just that standard, you have a photographer and a videographer. And now you're getting into, now you have a photographer and a second shooter and all these different things. And now it's kind of like not, people are kind of straying away from that final just movie video that it's on a hard drive that they only see maybe on their anniversary or something. It's like, you're not going to pull out your laptop every night and just watch this video. I mean, maybe you will, but the appeal is that you can have all of these shorter, raw, candid, behind the scenes moments at your fingertips on your phone whenever you want to scroll through. Like, oh, I just want to like see like this moment of the day, or I don't know, like sometimes you just scroll through your phone to scroll through like your camera roll, and to just have your entire wedding day raw as it was to look back at is, I feel like there is a giant appeal to that. And we all have smartphones now. So it's like we all are able to watch that and share it with everybody. And I don't know if a lot of videographers offer raw clips too. So that's kind of...
Most don't. And I think if they are going to give it to them, there's like a humongous upcharge for it. Yeah.
So being able to watch all of that, hear like what was happening, you know, with like the raw audio, and just like I tell my couples, like when they're booking with me, it's like sometimes you don't even know that these moments are happening on the day because it's like you're so like laser focused on getting through the day, you know, like doing what you need to do on the timeline. It's like, oh, I didn't even know that was happening, or I didn't know this moment happened, or this interaction, or like maybe they did actually like do something really sweet, but they just completely forgot because it was overshadowed by like a million other things. So I think that is the appeal. And like my couples don't have to be involved in social media at all. I think literally none of my couples have had like social media presences, or like maybe like one or two, you know, a little bit bigger following, but like none of them have been influencers or anything like that. But it's like, they don't have to be like, they're just, I'm just capturing their day as it was.
And I can see the convenience of being able to see things that are on your phone. It's in your pocket all day. You know, I have things that are on my computer on hard drives. Like I should go back and view them. It would be nice. I have stuff with my daughter. But the clips I watch the most are the ones that are right there on my phone.
And like if they go back to work, they're showing all their coworkers like literally, hi, this is my entire wedding day.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Or like, oh, this family member couldn't make it. They were in somewhere else. Like, okay, I'll literally just share the Google Drive with you. You can see everything that happened that day. I also film like the ceremony and the speeches and anything else they want at full length. So I have a tripod that I set up with an additional phone, and that is captured at full length while I'm still around capturing shorter clips. But they literally have their entire ceremony raw as a full clip to watch it back whenever they want on their phone.
I think it's great that you mentioned that, you know, content creation isn't just for, you know, people with a huge following or content creators themselves, right? It's for everyday people that are getting married. So there's a lot of videos on Instagram, you know, YouTube. Do you ever feel pressure to keep up with trends on social media?
I definitely try to capture the day how it naturally is. So I try not to do something specifically because I think it's going to do good on social media, and I have like a very kind of like strict mindset with that. Like I don't ever want to redo a moment because it wasn't like perfectly set up. Like that's how the moment happened. That's how the day happened. So that's how it's going to be, you know? Like I'm not going to be like, oh wait, can you guys actually redo the first look because there was something in the background. Like that was the first look of your day. So, I mean, maybe if it's like for the final piece of like an edited video and like I want them to redo something quick that was already staged, then okay. But those bigger moments, I'm not going to redo.
Content creation is growing in popularity, but not every vendor may have experience working with one. What would your message be to vendors that are weary of content creators?
I would just say it's literally like any other vendor that's going to be there on a wedding day. Like, I don't see any difference in why it would make any specific vendor feel any type of way. And I think vendors as a whole would also benefit from having a content creator. Like, I just did a wedding last weekend and I shared the whole Google Drive with the florist, and she was able to create like a whole bunch of stuff from my content to showcase the florals that she did for the wedding. And it was like, she didn't know I was going to be there. She didn't know I was capturing her work in that light and in that way, but she was like so grateful that I did and that she has something to post from the wedding. And because it's like a lot of vendors are very busy on a wedding day. They aren't thinking, oh, let me be a content creator while I'm also like setting up the florals or setting up the tables or whatever. So I think all in all, everybody can benefit from it. I think where it becomes a struggle or something is maybe with photographers and videographers, because we are capturing photos and videos like you guys, but I think it's a totally different medium. It's on a phone. We're not offering the same service. We're not going to come in there with cameras. Like, we're not trying to take anybody's job, and we're also all hired. We're already all getting paid. So why can't we all just like, so like be friends, So I don't see anything by it. I think because it is new and it is just something different. There is learning curves with anything, but I think that could be the only reason why somebody might feel a little bit weird about it, because it's new. And I don't know. I think even other content creators could see the rise of more content creators being scary and like, oh, am I going to book as many weddings now? Because like, even when I started, like I was pretty much, one of the only ones in Rochester. And now there's a bunch, like there's a lot now.
Okay. Yeah.
And, sometimes you could see that as like nervous, like, am I going to book as many weddings? And I feel like maybe photographers felt the same way, when there's so many photographers, like when it's getting more and more saturated, you're like, okay, like I'm nervous now. But I think there's enough weddings to go around, and they're going to hire you from your personality and your work, so.
Yeah. So I think too, like there's just a ton of competition, photography, videographers, content creators, florists. There's a ton of florists, right? But that client that is looking for a photographer for $1,000 was never going to be your client anyways, unless you're someone newer starting out. So there's a client for, every budget, depending on where you are in your career.
Yeah.
All right, Hannah, one last question before we wrap this up. Would you hire yourself for your own wedding?
I think I would. Yeah. Not being biased.
Like this?
Not being biased, but I really am proud of the business that I've built and the way that I capture weddings and the way that I connect with my couples, that I feel like if I was a couple, I would be happy with the experience that I provide them. Does that sound like shallow?
I don't think so.
But
you have to be like,
I wouldn't not want to hire myself.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
you feel like you have like some sort of skill level, otherwise you wouldn't be doing this.
It's like, now I actually want to.
Yeah.
I think what I could do, this is like a little bit off topic, but it kind of relates to that, is like, I think I need to do a better job of posting on social media more of my personality because I feel like I don't usually do that. I post a lot of like my work and just places that I'm at and things like that.
Yeah.
And I really do want to show more of my personality to show what I would be like during a wedding day. Because I think that's really helpful when you're hiring somebody to know what you're inviting into your wedding day. And I think, yes, them hiring you off of your work and that is amazing. But I would like to show more of that so that in relation to if I would hire myself on a wedding day, like making my couples more sure to hire me for their day.
Mm-hmm. No, that makes sense.
Yeah. Would you hire yourself?
Yeah, I'm fucking dope. I would fucking hire myself. I'm the fucking shit. No, I'm not the best photographer in the world, but
I'm over here being like, yes, am I shallow?
I'm like, fuck yeah, I would do it. Ugh. But that is a wrap on today's episode of the Val Talk podcast. I am Josh. You can find me on Instagram at Josh Reyes Photo. Hannah, where can they find you?
At Behind Your Wedding Day.
Fantastic. And also, if you ever have any wedding content creation questions for Hannah, visit our website at www.valtalk.com or message her on social media. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye.